Hey everyone, how's it going? The Variant here, and today I'm going to be doing a craft bucket tutorial plugin tutorial on a new one that is very recent called Guilds. Now, this plugin is very new, as I just said. He's still working on it. It is definitely not close to being done. But first, I'm going to show you how to get it. So you're going to come here to the bukkit.org page, and then you're going to want to go to Get Plugins. Now up here you want to type in Guilds, and right now it's the only one. So click on that, and it will take you to the page, and then you're going to click Download. It'll take you here, and then you want to click Download again. Now I already have this downloaded, so I don't want to download it again. But he's, again, like I said, just getting into it, and a lot of people seem to be looking forward to it. It seems like a cool mod. He's the only one working on it, so it is taking some time. I'm just kind of putting this out there so people know what to expect, I should say. So people know about it, really. But it's pretty cool. So now that we've got it downloaded, what you're going to want to do is open up your server, just the files, and this is completely fresh. I just generated the worlds. I added myself to the whitelist. But you're going to come to plugins, take your guilds .jar file, and put it right in there. And then we're going to come back here and run our server. And as you can see here, it's going to start, and it's done. Didn't take too long. Stop it. So now that our plugins should have a config file. So let's just go and set this over here. And then I will set this over here so we can kind of look back on them. But first thing I want to go over is some of the permissions. It does have the star permission, so if you're using a group manager or permissions, it does use the star, or the star node. So that's cool. So we have your / guilds. I'm not going to say the /, but that's your basic help. That's going to show you all the permissions or commands you can do, really. So you've got your guilds list. That will list all the groups. And I believe it'll also allow you to list all the players online in your guild. Guilds join. Now there's a couple different options. You can make it so people can join any guild, or you can make people join an open guild or a closed guild. And what the difference is, an open guild is anyone can join. There's no requirements. You can type in the command to join that guild. Boom, you're in the guild. And what a closed guild is someone has to add you to the guild. So someone in the guild has to send you the join guild, or it has to use the command to get you into the guild. Guilds create, pretty simple, creates the guild for you. So you can give that to whoever you want to have in the guild. Now there is no kind of ranking system. There's not a guild leader. There's not like the grunts, the ones that do the work. There's not the different rankings that a guild would have. Everyone's on the same level, so stuff like that. But you can probably make it so that with a group manager or something, the rankings in that, I believe. Let's see, where are we at here? Guilds add a player to the group. So if your guild is closed, you can use the guilds add command to add someone to a closed guild. Okay. Next we have the settings, which changes the settings, which is over here. We'll get to that eventually. Guild traits and abilities and the perms are all over here. I will, as well as the guild restrict over here. I'll talk about those momentarily. Guilds kick a player from your group if they're breaking the rules, or team killing or stuff like that. Guilds remove, you can just get rid of the whole guild itself. Guilds list. List the group's settings, traits, and abilities. I didn't know it did that, but guess I didn't realize that one. Okay, I haven't really messed too much of it with in-game, and there's not a lot I can show you in-game, to be completely honest. But there's the set base, which will allow you to obviously set your base. Your base, which will teleport you to your base. And then the guild chat, which allows you to chat with just members of your guilds. That way no one else can see them, and stuff like that. Alright, so next let's kind of go over here and take a look at what the settings are, biomes, and stuff of that nature. So under settings, these go for everyone. These aren't limited to certain guilds. So we have the allow logger, which I believe is just keeping a log of the guild. I'm not too sure on that one. He doesn't really mention it in here. We have the change guild, which allows someone to change guild. We obviously have that to false. These are just all default. I might have to sneeze here. I think I'm good. Alright. The allow no guild, which means basically you aren't allowed to not be in a guild. I'm assuming if you have a guild that's open, someone new to the server automatically joins an open guild, but I'm not too positive. Guild PvP, I'm not too certain if that's PvP within the guild or PvP with other guilds. Again, I'll have to play with that. I can't really showcase it by myself. So I'd have to have someone in my guild or someone else helping me with this tutorial, but I do not. Allow the base, that just allows the guild to have a base. Allow base on death, which I'm pretty sure means that when you die, you will be teleported back to your base, which is pretty cool. Allow the chat format, the chat color. Those are just the group chat or chat manager kind of thing, because like I said, it does have its own guild chat. Guild prefix, that is located down here. You can set your prefix to say, what the name of your guild, or just like the first letter of your guild. So if you have an assassin's guild, you might just put A for assassin, or something like that. Guild protection, not quite certain on it. I'm guessing that might be protection from when you're inside your guild, possibly. Again, I haven't really seen any videos on this plugin, so this might be like the only one, maybe. There was one on the website over here, but this is private, so I can't watch it, which sucks. Anyway, multi-worlds is I don't know if they're talking about the plugin multi-world, or I think there's a plugin called multi-world. I know there's one called multiverse, but just the ability to have like Nether, the end, your normal world, maybe a creative world if you have that kind of server, and allow damage animation on 0. That one I'm not too sure on. I haven't heard of anything about that, but oh well. Then we have the chat prefix and the chat suffix. These are for the guild chat. That way you know it's kind of just guild chat. Set reflect damage. All these are based on traits down below. I will get to those in a minute. So then we have the actual guild. This one is called Test. We're going to change this to say Avon. Okay, then we're going to name it Avon. This because this name and this name, if they're not the same, then it doesn't really matter. It's going to go by the name of this, not what's up here. So you could set this to, so-and-so's guild, and then all this. Have whether it's open or closed. The biomes I will get to momentarily. And then the prefix, I talked about that. I will go ahead and change this to Avon. Suffix, it changes the... What would that change it to? I don't think that would change the anything at the end if it's a suffix, but oh well. It's just putting it back to the normal chat in case there's something else at the end that you have, but who knows. Your chat prefix will just be G to show that you're talking in the chat. The world, your guild will be located in world, and this is where your base is at. I don't believe if they're set to 0, you technically don't have a base. Item restrictions, what this is your guild is restricted from using these items. In this case, the default is diamond, just because maybe they feel like diamond is way too powerful, and stuff like that. Permissions, you can set individual permissions to your guild. I don't have essentials on, so I'm not going to use the essentials there. But a way this could be handy is you could use a warp to your guild. That way only people in that guild have that permission, and I think that would be kind of cool. Traits down here is something very interesting, as well as the abilities. As you noticed, I don't think... Okay, no, that doesn't take effect with up above. But you can set every one of these to be higher or lower. So your melee damage will be, if you set it to say 200, it will be twice the amount. So you'll do twice the amount of damage. If you want to make archers really powerful, you can have them do twice the amount of damage. So you can have like a fighting guild, an archers guild, a magic guild. I don't know that this does any magic. Again, this is completely under construction, so he might be implicating some kind of magic in the future. But there are a couple things down here that might go under magic. You know, your fall damage, contact damage with, like, say, I believe cactus or something like that. Player damage, mob damage, projectile damage, suffocation damage, fire, food, drowning, explosion, lightning, starvation, poison, magic, and experience. They're all pretty self-explanatory. Magic, I'm not too certain on if it's something he's going to be putting in, or if it's supposed to go with another plugin, or if there's already a little bit of fire, because there's no magic bar or limit to the magic you can do. So, and then the experience, you can just let's say, you know, 100 is your normal experience gain. You can set it down to 50 if you want him to gain half the experience he normally would, or you can set it to 200 so he'll gain twice as much experience as he normally would. So that's pretty cool. The abilities are what I believe to really make this mod. They are located over here, and they kind of help tell a little bit about what they are. So, the Peacekeeper, I thought was really cool. It disables damage to and from other players. I don't know if this is some kind of peaceful guild. I don't think you can set these directly to certain people, which kind of sucks. But if you wanted to have some kind of peaceful guild, that's where they're not about fighting, they're about, you know, selling stuff, making money, helping other people out, stuff like that. That's pretty cool. You can give them to Peacekeeper. That way people can't deal damage to them, and stuff like that. So that's pretty neat. Reflect is damage to anyone that damages players. Wait, damage anyone to damages players. That doesn't make sense. Basically, it's going to reflect damage, and if you saw, remember up above here, your set reflect damage is to 1. So if, say, I'm attacking you in combat, I hit you with my sword, it's going to deal 1 damage to me. So that's kind of cool. Insta-break, it is set to up here. The default item is 285, which is a gold pickaxe. It sounds exactly what it is. It's going to instantly break the item you're trying to break, whether it be trees, obsidian. I don't know if it works on bedrock, but it works on stuff like diamond, you know, just anything really. Knockback, it is what it is. It's, you know, an enchantment on swords. If I hit something, it's going to knock it back to a preset determination, which in this case happens to be 8. I don't know if that's normal, if that's 8 blocks, or what the measurement is. That I would think it would be 8 blocks. The mob target, I think is really cool. Basically, um, mobs will not target you if that is set to true. So if you wanted to have a guild that was supposed to be, friendly with, dangerous mobs like spiders, skeletons, zombies, creepers, endermen, stuff like that, you can make it like that. I know one really cool incident would be, like, say if you wanted to do a vampire guild, you could essentially make a vampire guild with this plugin, and you could technically be peaceful to mobs, which is kind of cool. Next up is Poison Blade and Fire Blade. Those, again, I would probably say this a lot. It is what it sounds like. If I hit someone with a blade, it's going to poison it. Or if I have Fire Blade on, it's going to set them on fire. I don't know if you have one or the other on, it'll do both, which would be a little bit ridiculous, so that's pretty cool. Your Fire Punch is, when you punch, it's going to send a fireball at wherever it is you're looking at. So I'm going to go ahead and set this to true, just because I kind of want to figure it out. True. Then we have your Fire Arrow. Whenever it hits, it will light on fire. So if you shoot it at a tree, it should set the tree on fire. Lightning Arrow, wherever the arrow lands, a lightning strike will happen there. So if you shoot it at a creeper, lightning bolt will hit the creeper, and it could supercharge the creeper, so that would suck. Explosive Arrow, pretty self-explanatory. Wherever it hits, there's going to be an explosion. I want to set that to true because I do have a question about it. Poison Arrow, whatever it hits will poison it. And then the TP Arrow. I think this is absolutely awesome. What it is when you fire an arrow, and wherever that arrow lands, you are going to teleport there. Now I don't know if you'll take fall damage or not, but that's really cool. Mainly because if you wanted to do some kind of assassin guild, stealthy, get to tough places to get to, or you wanted to make a quick escape, or you wanted to easily penetrate, castle walls, you could do so with the TP Arrow. Just shoot it into the guild, boom, you're in there attacking their leader or whatever. The Blindness Arrow, whenever it hits something, a target, it is going to blind them. The Confusion Arrow, same thing, it's just going to confuse them. Straight Arrow, what this does is it's going to allow you to shoot arrows faster and a lot straighter. So very detrimental to a some kind of arching guild, which would just be nuts. Zombie Arrow, what it does is when it lands, it is going to spawn a zombie wherever it landed, and so that's pretty cool. Mob Arrow, what that does is if I say I hit you with my arrow, nearby mobs are going to target you and come after you. Flight, what that is I believe it's over here on the right somewhere. Allows player to fly when sneaking, so that's pretty cool. High Jump allows them to jump when they're moving. You can't just stand still, jump, and go really high. You have to be walking forward or running forward or something like that. It has to be on the ground. You can't be in water or in say when water hits ground, it kind of spreads out. You can't be walking on any kind of water and jumping. So really good to jump over walls, jump across, rivers, stuff like that. Now, sunlight all the way to land damage is what I think to be a really neat feature. Sunlight, what it means is you will be taking damage in sunlight. So if you wanted to, again, have some kind of, zombie or vampire guild, you could do so. You could set the sunlight damage to on, and they can only run about through the night, and stuff of that nature. Now, the moonlight is just as the opposite. They can only run around in the day, and once the moonlight comes out, the moonlight will damage them. Storm, when it is storming and they are caught in the storm, such as rain, stuff like that, they will take damage. So again, like say an Enderman guild, they can't be out in the storms because the rain will harm them. Water damage and land damage, same concept. If you're out on land, it's gonna do damage to you, or if you're in the water, it is going to do damage to you. Invisible makes you invisible to non-guild members. So let's say you and I are in the same guild. I can see you if we have this on. I can see you, everything you're doing and stuff like that. Now, if we're in different guilds, or you're not in the same guild as me, you will not be able to see me. I'll be able to see you, but you won't be able to see me. Recover health. This is basically what it is. It allows you to recover health, which is pretty cool. Recover items. When you die, you automatically recover all your items. Recover EXP, same thing. When you die, you recover your EXP. And then the explode death is when you die, you just have an explosion. Now, and one last thing down here, you have the players, and you can set them to whatever you want to. In this case, I'm going to set me to Avon. Now, up here, I didn't go over the biomes. Now, what this is this sets the biomes for your guild. Now, any of these traits or abilities are going to work as long as you're in a biome specified for your guild. So, what I could do is I could set guilds to, like, say, mainly be in plains. Your guild is based on plains and stuff like that. So as long as you're in a plain, you're going to, be able to do your fire arrow, your TP arrow, your, extra melee damage or decreased melee damage. So you can kind of set individual biomes for your guild, and I think that is just absolutely awesome. That gives you so many possibilities. One of them that I thought of was I like to go to the Vampire Guild reference. What you can do is you can set them to take damage in the sunlight. You can give them the TP arrow. You can give them the reflect, knockback. Increase their melee because vampires are supposedly really strong. Stuff like that. And you can only have that work in, let's see, where is it? The swamp area, the swampland. The vampires kind of run swamplands. So that's really cool. The stuff you can do with it is awesome. But other than that, that's the whole config. It is a very easy config file, not much to it. Pretty simple and straightforward. But we're going to go into the game because I want to test out a couple things. I'm not going to be able to test out all these, I just want to do a couple. So let's do... See, I got Fire Punch, let's do Fire Blade to true. And let's also check out, I got the arrow. Let's look at... I think that's really all I can do. I've checked out Explode Death. The only reason why I'm checking out the explosion arrow is because I want to see if it does any block damage. If it does do block damage, that will kind of suck because people will be able to easily destroy your walls. So let's go ahead and save it. We'll close this down, exit out of this because we don't need it. Come to our guilds, or our folder, load up our server. Log into our game. Now this is on Minecraft 1.3.2. I apologize. And yeah, this is anything past this. I'm not gonna know. Whoa! You need to join a guild to play on the server. Guilds list. Okay, so this is what I was talking about earlier. As soon as you join, you have to immediately join a guild. So let's go ahead and guilds join Avon. I thought I set myself to join that guild, but here we are in the world, roaming around just like normal. So now I guess we get to test out a little bit about what's going on here. So I'm gonna cheat and give myself some items. So give T Pickles a bow. 1. Give T Pickles arrow. Let's just do a stack of 64. Give T Pickles iron sword. What else was there? I did the arrow, I did the sword. I guess I need to do punch. Alright, so let's go ahead and maximize this. Okay, so the fire punch doesn't seem to be working. But let's go ahead and test out the exploding arrow. So when I shoot this bow, it should explode wherever I hit. Oh, it's so cool. And luckily it does not do any block damage. One player damage. So I could easily kill a chicken. Now it did seem to... Okay, it's very weak exploding damage. So it took out like 3 dirt. But for some reason it's not dealing damage. Okay, there it went. Yeah, it's not very powerful exploding damage, which is good, because that would, to me, very easily overpower the game. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Will it destroy that iron? It will destroy that iron. So that's actually pretty awesome. I really enjoy that. I'm having too much fun with this. Alright. Let's go ahead and find something that won't die from one hit from this, like this would. It still set it on fire, which is really handy because that cooks food. That is absolutely awesome. So we already saw that. It doesn't work on blocks. I just wonder why my fire punch isn't working. Oh well. So that's pretty cool. That was, just a couple of the traits. I'm really enjoying this explodey. That's so awesome. I'm really enjoying this. I can kill a pig really easily. Boom! Oh, it didn't kill it. Nice. So the pig's on fire, I'm running around, I'm gonna die soon. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I really enjoy this. Because it cooks my food for me. I don't have to. Give me those pork chops. Alright, well, this has been the guilds plugin. I'm going to continue blowing up some stuff. That's so awesome. I really want to figure out why the fire punch isn't working. So actually let me go ahead and give that a shot. Disconnect, fix that here. Stop our server. Go into our guilds, go to our plugins. Load our config. Now one thing I did notice that you should definitely take it easy for. Oh, so we lost our restrictions and we lost our biomes. Now this happened to me a lot and it was really making me angry. And for some reason it didn't want to keep the biomes or anything like that, or the restrictions, so I already lost those. I think that might be a bug. I'm not entirely sure unless I just have the wrong file. I do. So the fire punch should have worked. I don't know why it wasn't working, but let's also look at the TP arrow. We'll set that to true, and we'll turn the fire arrow to false. No, the explosion arrow to false. Turn the fire punch off just because that wasn't working. Fire blade to false. And then poison blade to true. Other than that, we could turn on water damage just to kind of show you that. And then the flight. Might as well turn on the flight. So there's that. We'll save. Again, I don't know why the biomes went away. That seems kind of weird. but again, this is definitely a work in progress. So while that's loading up, we'll load up our game, log in, full screen it, and here we go. So here we are. This TP arrow should work now. Let's just teleport over here. Wow, that is awesome. And you automatically pick up your arrow. Fancy that. So now I'm going to teleport over here. And let's see if the water damage works. Ow! Water! It's kind of funny. So yeah, water damage works. That's pretty cool. Let's go over here and find something to kill. Let's go near these piggies. Hey piggies! It doesn't seem to be poisoned. I don't know if you can poison mobs. Huh. Alright, but then last but not least, the crouch. Whoa! I'm going a lot faster than I anticipated. For some reason I was going down. I don't know why I was going down. That is nifty. That is nifty. I still enjoy the TP. Let's go ahead and just kill ourselves. Oh, I was trying to land in the water. Anyway, that's pretty cool. So those are just a few of the characteristics. Let's see. Okay, what biome are we in? We are in the plains. So I want to figure out this whole plains thing. Let's go ahead and stop server. And continue. Let's go to our plugins, guilds, config. I want to get this working. Biomes. Hopefully I'm not messing this up by doing it this way. Plains. Save. Hopefully that works. Seems, yep, it loaded up just fine. We'll load up our game one last time, and then I'll be done with this tutorial. Multiplayer, go in here. So we are in our plains. It is definitely working. Now over here is definitely not a plains biome. I'm gonna full screen this. This is not a plains biome. So let's go up here until it changes. Still says plains, I know. Extreme hills, here we go. So, in theory, since I'm not in my plains biome, I should not be able to use the TP arrow. So let's see if that's true. Let's get up here to a nice area. Nope! So that no longer works. I can no longer fly either. So yeah, that definitely worked. So I don't know if it was just a matter of you having to do it yourself, but anyway, that's pretty much it. Now one last test. I don't know if it works if I fire an arrow into the... Okay, so no. But I can do this. I can come to the plains. So am I in the plains? I am in the plains. And I can fire just the longest arrow possible. Good for quick escapes. Here we are. That's pretty cool. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I will leave a link in the description down below to the plugin. Just please keep in mind this is still a work in progress, so check back frequently to see if there aren't any updates with it. That way to, you know, further increase your guild's experience. I do like this mod. I think it is great. I would like to see a couple of things added, like a ranking system, being able to set different traits to different people. For instance, let's say I have a guild. I'm running my own guild. I want to have certain people not just for combat. I want them to have the role they want to. If they want to be in combat, they can be in combat. If they want to be a peacekeeper, be someone who promotes the guild, stuff like that, they can do that. As well as, just a couple other little things, being able to, pay money to create a guild, have it work with economy, stuff like that. So I think it's very awesome, and I'm looking forward to actually using this in a in one of my servers. I would like to get my server on a guild-based, you know, engine, I guess you would call it. So guys, anyway, thanks for watching. Please go check this out. Show some support to the guy who made this. It is a great mod, and I want to do some more teleporting with these arrows, because that's actually a lot of fun. I'm not in the plains yet. I'm still not in the plains. I'm in extreme hills for whatever reason. But anyway, excuse me. You guys have a good day, and I will see you later. Bye.